Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Depths of Soulful Insight. Today, our topic we're discussing is understanding who is contacting you. So you would have, if you watched our last video, we discussed the signs and symbols and how guides to whatever will contact you. So this week we're discussing how to decipher whether they are actually your spirit or a spirit, the spirit guide, a good part of the universe or a bad part of the universe. Remember, these videos are our opinions, nobody else's. You take out of this video whatever you take out. So, and we apologise also for not posting a video previously. We did go to Mackay for training and we are actually currently in Claremont for work. So that's why it's on a
very tiny
webcam. Okay, so the first part of the topic would be spirits, and spirits are just, a spirit is what is attached to the place.
A deceased loved one that isn't actually a guide, but just wants to check on you and make sure you're okay. Like
you're walking along the street and all of a sudden someone pops in and starts talking to you. That is just a spirit, and they generally are pretty much only contacting you because they want to tell you about themselves.
Or they finally discover someone that can see them. They get pretty excited about that.
Yeah, some of them are just like, oh my God, she can see me. So they're just like,
hi, pretty shiny, we want to have a look at you and talk to you.
Yeah, and because they could technically have been in that space for a very, very long time, like hundreds of years or something, and nobody has ever seen them.
Or acknowledged them.
Yeah, and even though we have discussed they don't have a concept of time, the fact that
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It can still be felt by them. So when they see someone, they literally are drawn to that person that can see them. So that's okay.
Yeah.
But probably about them still being showing a reflection of their life.
Yes. Yeah.
So it may have. It technically will have something to do with you as well, but it's not directly. They're not coming in and giving you advice. They're just merely showing you a reflection of something
what happened to them.
What happened to them.
And that's not how they died or anything. It's a matter of like, this is how I live my life, or this is something that happened in my life. And you'll go, oh my God, that's happening in my life now. How do I deal with that?
And that's when your guides will probably step in and take over the role of thank you for showing that to them. Now we're going to show them how to fix it. So, they all have their roles.
Yeah, so your spirit guides are ones that have been assigned to you by the universe or by many different variations.
There's a lot.
But they are assigned to you to go with you on your journey. Now, a spirit guide technically does not go with you forever until you pass. You may have one or two that, or several that do.
Not necessarily you do a bad thing and they leave, or you've learnt what they have to teach you.
Yes, that's right.
So they're just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
And that's it. The universe has put them there just for you to learn that lesson or learn whatever it is you need to learn. And then once you have acknowledged that you've learned, that you've grown, they will go on and somebody else will step in. But also understand that, yes, you will have guides that will follow you from birth right through death, and that's, again,
a bit more technical.
Yes, so we won't go into that. You just have to understand that a spirit guide is guiding you with your life.
Yes.
And without getting technical, they don't necessarily have to be your spirit guide.
Oh, yes, that's a good point. They don't have to be your spirit guide. You may be because you're the only one that's shining and can see them, you may be getting information that doesn't necessarily reflect on you, on what you need to do, but it's someone you might have to go and help or go and show them by example, this is what happened when they advised me or someone else advised me to do this, and it's okay. Just have a listen, and then they will. We're getting technical when they transfer.
Just understand that if you are vibrating at a high frequency, like we do have spirits and guides that come in. I have other people's guides that come in within my work. I have my kids' guides come in. Jess will have my guides coming to her if I'm not listening. So if you're vibrating at a high level and you already understand and see things, then you possibly will already know how to decipher what is what. But for the ones that are still learning, just understand that if you do see someone that comes through and it's, say, your grandmother, and you're like, oh my God, my grandmother is my guide.
Yes. Not always. We have a fine example. My nana and her great nana, the great nana is her guide, not mine. So I can, yeah, she chose her. She didn't choose me. It's not a jealousy thing. We've worked through it, but yeah, they do that. They may, for whatever reason, like the life mission that you have and how they want to help you. She may be my guide another 10, 15 years when I finally figure out what I need to figure out and get to a point. But right now she's just famous, and that's not a problem. Yeah. And if she does come through to me, 9 times out of 10, it's for me to give a message to Tina. And you'll get better at it. Don't stress. If you see one and you're like, I know you're a guide. Are you here for me? You'll get better at it. You'll get better at it. It's just a time thing. Time is always good.
Yeah. The other thing is to understand that what the universe, and we're going to just, so we don't get into a complete hour-long video, we're just going to say the universe as a whole and what the universe is sending you, whether it's good or whether it's bad. And we're actually not going to call it bad. We're going to call it tricksters. So if you look at the any religion, mythology of any kind, you have gods, you have the devil, you have
many gods and hates.
Yes,
that's a bad example because he just gathered the underworld. But you get the point. There's always a balance to be kept.
Yes,
and that's
like the moon and the sun. There has to always be light where there is dark, and vice versa. So understand that there are tricksters. Now there is other stuff, but we're just going to talk about tricksters.
We're just going to leave that alone.
Yes.
That's for a later
video where we get more in depth. But tricksters are literally out there just to be, and from what we have discussed and what we've seen, literally just think of us down here as minions. And we have the good universes and the bad universes sitting up there going, the good guys going, okay, well, this is their life mission. You know, they're doing a great job and excellent.
If they go through with all the guides and listen to each one and get to the benchmarks, they're going to be great.
Yeah.
And that's where the tricksters come in, like, we don't want them to do that.
Yeah. Like, or it's just merely like, let's have the fun.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like
exactly. Like even if you look at the deadly sins, there's greed, there's lust, there's all of that. So you look at that and the tricksters will tempt you. Now, again, this is back to choice. This is your choice whether you follow the trickster's temptations. So if you follow the trickster's temptations, then you are actually being thrown off on your path. Maybe not for good, but for a time where you should have been there 6 months ago. Now it's going to take you 2 years because you have followed the tricksters on their path.
Now, just on a side note, all right, you can still enjoy the 9 deadly sins, but 9 deadly sins. However, you just don't overindulge. That's the point.
Yes.
It's about
balance. So indulge, but know when not to overindulge. Lust, but don't lose yourself in lust.
Gluttony, eat, enjoy it, but don't consume everything inside.
Yeah. So again, balance. So with the understanding the signs of what the good universe is giving you, I suppose the easiest thing is to, what I have had clients lately that I've told them, that if you have suddenly been thinking about moving, say you are living somewhere and you're like, I don't know whether it's the right thing for me and my family to move, we don't even have a job, we don't know what we're going to do, and then all of a sudden you pick up the newspaper and you're just flicking through and there's a town that you love to go to and there's a job of exactly what you're doing now in that town. That's a sign.
That's a good
That's
sign.
a good. That's
That's
like
like a
in your face sign.
That's a rainbow unicorn sign.
Yes.
Take
Sometimes
that.
sometimes they don't. It's not that big, but that's just people look at that and go, oh, well, that's a coincidence. Again, no coincidence. So look at that and go, well, that's the universe saying you need to move because you've already been subconsciously thinking about it, throwing it around, talking about it for 6 months, whatever. Then all of a sudden that pops up. That's a good sign. So little subtle things like that you have to understand is a good sign, and you need to act on them.
I'm going to play devil's advocate. Funny phrasing, but in the bad side, the really cool thing is that the good guys can use the bad stuff to still help us.
Yeah.
So if they put an advertisement in the paper that is in a town that you want, and it's a job that you want, but you for whatever reason you take it and you get there and you're unsure, it's still okay. They're going to help you to discover that, yeah, you moved there, you got the house you wanted, and you're in the space that you want, but maybe that's not the job you want. So it's
and then it will make you start to think like, well, what do I actually want out of life, and that's what I want to do.
Even if that rainbow unicorn came at you and you went excellent, and you paused or whatever and the plans didn't quite work out accordingly due to Tricksters' influence, the good guys are still going to bring it back around to help you anyway. So don't freak out and constantly think you're either got one foot in the bad and one foot in the good. It'll balance out.
And understand, everybody is put on this earth with a life mission. You will get to your life mission. It may take you 1, 10 years, 20, 50, whatever. And you also have several missions. You have one major one, but we're
getting very technical. We're getting
so you have a life mission and your journey. Well, let's just call it your life journey. Everybody has a life journey of what they must accomplish throughout their life. So if you do get through your life journey in 5 years, you're going to have
the rest of it to frolic and enjoy those 9 sins at your own leisure.
However, if you do get thrown off the path by the tricksters, understand that this is just a stepping stone
or a nice rock on the path.
You've just taken the long way around.
And this is
back slower.
Choice to reaction.
Yes.
Okay, so sorry, I was just confirming. When you get a trickster in your path and it is a rock that you don't think you can, or it would normally stop you, just smile. You think you got me this time, and just wander around the rock. It may take a little longer because you did fall for them giving you a hint they were going to drop the rock, but that's okay. Just take a breath and realize that this is merely just a trickster attitude to get you to slow down. Don't slow, just swerve, go back on the path again, Merry Christmas.
And remember, understand that the tricksters aren't there to harm you. They are literally merely there to see which way you will go, whether you will follow them or you will still keep on your mission. And like I said, it's not saying that you're not going to get there, and don't like if that rock falls in your path, go, oh my God, I'm throwing my hands up in the air, I can't do this. Work out a different plan. It's just making you, and really, if you think about it, they are slightly doing it, in a way that's going to benefit you, because still you need to learn and something.
So interestingly enough, despite the fact there is a good and a bad, secretly it all balances out, so you're going to get there eventually anyhow. So I think we're going to have this forever.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. And if you have any questions about everything, the guides, whatever we have spoke about, please put it under the video or message us, private inboxes, whatever. We're here to help. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.